Beat. I'm just checking my text messages. It's good to know that my friends care about me. I was 3 minutes late, and they all thought I was dead. So I'm not. I'm here. I'm live. I'm not a cat, and I'm not dead. And this is the Goblin Beat podcast, Goblin Gaming, and we are continuing our Impossible Landscapes Delta Green campaign tonight. Now we might wrap it up, might not, might just keep going down this rabbit hole forever until we all die, and then somebody else will follow us behind us and discover our skeletons lost in these halls. So who knows? It's a possibility. Anyway, I'm Matt. I'm playing Billy Holden, but not really Billy Holden. Actually, Dr. John something that I don't remember because I haven't got my Evernote page opened yet. Anyway,
You're Dr. Tim.
Yeah, there you go. Plant scientist and botanist. And
Although
apparently I may have stole some evil plants.
Kurt knows your real name, but Kurt is dead. So
yeah, Kurt's dead, so
His real
yeah,
name.
Kurt didn't know my own name. Kurt is dead. Kurt was played by Ben. Ben is still here.
I'm not dead.
We may have faked off to you guys last time that maybe he was going to be playing later the cable guy, but that may have changed. Now Ben may be playing somebody else. Who are you looking at getting killed tonight, Ben?
That detective dude that we met at like the very beginning.
Which that's gonna be fun because his name's hard to pronounce.
Yardana. Yaradana.
Which in game terms, it was actually only yesterday.
Yeah. We'll just call him Detective G.
Giradanda.
That'll be my code name. Yes, Detective G.
Inspector G.
It could be DG.
Yes, Inspector G.
Like Delta Green, DG.
Ooh. All right. John's also here. John is still playing the eponymous Moses Baumgartner, also known as Dr. Lewis. Dr. Lewis Carroll. Dr. Carroll Lewis.
Yes, Dr. Carroll Lewis. Don't want to be too obvious about it.
Yeah, it'd be too weird. Yeah, he's not dead yet. He's probably the most sensible one of the bunch, which tends to be John's MO in these Cthulhu-based games, I think.
John also seems to survive, so
right.
Y'all need to take a lesson from me and my amazing characters.
Your assumption is that my goal is to survive.
Oh.
So there's that. All right. Brandon has also joined us tonight. Brandon is playing Joseph Krieger, also known as Agent Joe, because don't want to make it too obvious.
Agent Joe. He's an NSA computer analyst that has no business being on the field, but he's trying.
Most people look at him and go, "Computer, what? You stick computers in your what?"
I work with computers.
All right, so
and then of course Danny's here and he's running things tonight. So yeah, go ahead, Danny.
Yeah. All right, so Detective G.
Yes.
It's Saturday. You don't get Saturdays off. You're a detective in New York. And you happen to be in the area of the McAllister building in the evening, so you decide to drive by and see how those nice FBI agents are doing. You go inside. Say someone is asking where they can find the previous streams. Yeah, if you basically all of our video streams are only kept on Twitch for like a couple of weeks. So some of them aren't going to be on there. The last couple are, including tonight's. But yeah, you can look at the link for the podcast to get the audio for the others. If there's enough demand,
is somebody actually on right now asking a question?
Yeah, G-Man, 1980. 1980 is a good year. I think most of us were born in that year.
Yeah, and he's a G-man. That fits right along with our game tonight.
Yeah. So anyway, if there's enough interest, I'll start downloading and saving those and throwing them on our YouTube channel. So let us know if you want us to do that. We'll do that. Okay.
Yeah.
So Detective G, you walk into the McAllister building. You hear some noises coming from upstairs. Sounds like some music or something playing.
Somebody give Ben my number.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, we did. We gave him your number so I could text you.
Let me save Ben in my contacts now.
All right, so you hear music upstairs.
Yeah, and as you're walking in Abigail's apartment, you see the door's open. You can see signs that they've been doing work in there, but none of the guys are in there. There is a video camera set up in the hallway, pointed at Thomas's. You met Thomas before when you were working on this case. Pointed at Thomas's apartment for some reason. His apartment door is open. You see some, with your high search of 75, you see some dog crap that's been stepped in the hallway. And you hear noise upstairs on what would be the first floor, according to the building layout, since this is the ground floor. And so, G-Man, I will start downloading all of these videos, by the way, and we'll dump them all up onto YouTube for sure, for certain. But those first couple, including the character creation, are going to be podcast only for now. Sorry about that. All right, so Ben, what do you want to do, or what does Detective G want to do?
He's gonna try to look for people. If there's not anybody around, just look for somebody.
All right, make me an alertness check. Or what is your alertness at? How about that? Oh, G-Man is from Germany, just like me. Look at that.
So he's Germany, man.
Mhm.
My alertness is a 60.
All right, yeah. You hear what sounds like people talking from upstairs. It sounds like the voices of one of the fellows you talked to before.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna head up there.
All right. As you get upstairs, make me an actual alertness check.
Check that one off.
That's 93.
Already failing.
Nice. All right.
I'm
Yeah.
really good at failing, guys.
All right. Everything seems fine up here, and you do see one of the doors to one of the apartments off to your right as you walk up the stairs is wide open, and it sounds like that's where talking is coming from.
Well, then I guess I'm gonna head in there.
All right. You have been in this apartment before. This is the apartment of Michelle Van Fitz, I do believe.
Is she from Germany too?
She is not. She is not. Maybe her ancestors. The bookshelf that you've seen there before is sitting there, but it looks like it's just been rifled through. There's a bunch of books just like tossed on the floor. It's definitely been disturbed. And you notice off to the right, looks like there's a doorway that you didn't notice when you've been here in the past.
Would I have so I guess seeing everything disturbed, I'm gonna I guess pull my gun, have it ready, just because it's kind of weird, and then kind of call out, see if anybody would respond. Let them know that I'm police and everything.
And when he calls out, he hears, "Get up, get down with the sickness," right? Because it's disturbed.
That's terrible. All right. You lose one Benny in the first session of Savage Worlds we play next.
Oh, come on.
All right. No one responds, but you do hear talking. I guess still coming from that entryway that wasn't there before.
He hears, "What?"
Right. Give me a sanity check as you see this doorway opening into well, it looks like some sort of a library almost that should not be here and certainly can't fit inside the building.
Well, I succeeded on that. 28.
All right, so no sand loss. But yeah, so you walk in there and you see what I described in the last session. There's tables and shelves holding tons of books. There's cigars and cigarettes kind of put out in ashtrays and like, mostly empty glasses of booze of some sort. Books kind of not disheveled, but just books like left sitting on tables where people were reading them, that sort of thing. And you see, give me another alertness check.
Because I was so good at this the first time. Oh, there you go. 17.
All right, you see almost out of the corner of your eye a man with a briefcase walk off to the right into a room off to the right down the hall in front of you.
Well, I'll call out to him and point my gun over there.
All right, he does not respond. You get no response whatsoever.
That is not following the rules of firearm safety. You shouldn't point your weapon at something you're not ready to destroy.
I would be willing to shoot whatever it is. Something's weird going on here, okay?
Should
All right,
not
do you
be.
wanna-
I guess I'm gonna follow.
All right. I thought you might.
I was hoping you'd say that.
All right. Trying to find the description of this guy for you real quick. Here you go. It was a Caucasian male, white shoes, carrying a briefcase. That's what you saw. He was walking fairly quickly, not running, but brisk walk. All right. So you walk into there, and you see, as you're walking that way, there's a window off to your right, and through the window you see the four men that you met earlier. They're talking and like walking through a room.
Can I go to the window and like knock on it? See
No,
if we
it's
can get their attention.
yeah. It's actually it's the kind that opens kind of outwards. It's like the two doors and they open outwards. But yeah, you can knock on it, or you can unlock it and open it.
I guess I'll just unlock it and open it.
All right.
Try to
Do that.
figure out what's going on.
They all right. You open it. You're gonna call out to them.
Yeah.
They do not seem to hear you. They do not respond. It's strange. But you think the hallway off to the right will take you into that room.
Well, I'll just do that, I guess.
All right. You go in that hallway off to the right, and there's a door there. You open it up, and you are somewhere completely different.
Can I go back and go through the window?
Give me a
Like, does
sand
the win-
check.
Great. Just
For
like,
the record, Matt was sitting so still I thought his video feed was frozen.
Nice.
he did that last time too.
I only knew it wasn't because I could see him breathing.
All right. Did you fail or succeed?
I succeeded.
All right. Lose one sand from unnatural or one willpower. You can choose. Willpower's easier to get back if that helps at all.
Guess I'll lose a willpower.
Okay. You come right back out of that room, back around the hall, and you are not where you should be. Something has changed. You are in a completely different place. This is not okay.
This is very confusing.
Yeah. So what does Detective G want to do now?
Guess he's just gonna keep searching around, see if he can find him again.
All right. The Wandering Detective G. You
Like clearing rooms military style, because
oh, of course, yes.
super freaked out.
You walking around. What feels like you're not sure. 2 or 3 minutes, a couple of hours. You cleared several rooms, and as you're walking down a fairly empty hallway, it's got old peeling wallpaper. It looks like it used to have rug, but it's been pulled up, and there's still some staples on the floor. Carpet staples from when it was there before. You see a piece of newspaper stuck up against the baseboard with something written on it.
What does it say?
Or you pick it up, make a sand check.
Oh, great. You're just trying to tank my sand until I find them. And I'm succeeding them all.
Success. It's got this strange symbol on it. You're not sure what it is, but it looks like it's a Chicago Tribune paper from. It says it's from the 20th of August, 1905.
Whoa.
Yeah, it says something about Roosevelt wins as peacemaker. It's a Sunday edition. It doesn't really seem to affect you, other than you think you should hold on to it to show to other people to see if they know what this could be about.
Well, guess I'll fold it up and put it in my pocket or something.
All right. Okay, you walk around for a while longer. You see out of the corner of your eye, you see that guy with the briefcase a couple more times. Do you try to follow him when you see him still, or?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So that seems to get you nowhere, or it gets you somewhere. You're just not sure where. After a while, you hear voices again. Sounds like they're somewhat agitated. And they're coming. Sounds like they're coming from a room as you're walking down this hall, just to your right. The door is like a cheap, almost like a plywood kind of style door in the hallway, which is another otherwise fairly nice hallway.
Well, I mean, I guess I'll go through there. If it's different than the rest of them, maybe it'll be more significant.
All right, you open the door into another hallway, which is confusing. That not a perpendicular, but a parallel hallway to the one you just opened.
What?
And you see 3 of the gentlemen that you were looking for, along with a man who looks like he's probably not had a bath in, I don't know, 6 weeks. Fairly scruffy. He's crying and talking to the other 3.
So you said I saw all 4 of them last time?
Yeah, you saw 4 of them earlier. So you other 3, you're standing here talking to the cable guy, and a door opens up in the hallway that, well, a piece of plywood that we thought was just like leaning up against the wall in the hallway opens up, and the detective that you met yesterday steps out of it.
Hello, Detective Garadonda.
Hey, I'm very confused right now.
Yeah.
Where's the other one? I saw 4 of you earlier, and now.
Well, he fell down an elevator shaft, so he's not doing so well. And then his shotgun went off when he hit the bottom and basically evaporated the middle of his body. So he's dead.
That sounds gruesome.
Yeah, no, he's super dead. We're trying to get out of here. Apparently, Larry the cable guy here has been stuck here for weeks, months. It's unclear. Also, there's giant puppets running around, people putting ancient, texts out. It's not great. So,
2 points, says the salesman, the cable guy. one, my name is David, and two, I think that's an anachronism. I don't think Larry the Cable Guy is available in 1995 yet.
Thank you. You're right. Jim Carrey's still on in living color.
Yeah.
Good point.
Oh, so what you're saying is we've seen Homie the Clown
That's
down
right.
here.
Yeah.
And you don't mess around.
I'm
Yeah.
also gonna tell him about the white guy walking around.
Oh, yeah. You tell them that. You also have that piece of paper you really feel like you should show to each of them.
Oh yeah, well I'll do that too, obviously.
Okay.
Oh, we've seen that.
Well, so when you show it to them, it's weird because you show it to each of them and, check this out. And each time you show it to one of them, he says, "Tell me, have you seen the yellow sign?" And John, you need to make a sand check as you see it again.
What?
Because you've passed it every time so far.
I have.
Keep showing it to you.
Oh, I finally failed.
All right. Do you want to roll it or do you want me to roll it?
Roll what?
It's a D4.
I'll roll it. Here we go. I lost 4 sand.
Oh
Whoa.
man.
I'd been holding out, and when it finally sunk in that this was unnatural, I'm like, ah!
All right. So yeah, it freaks you out, but it also you feel more at home here in this place now, John. Like almost like you're part of it. Like you could, this is almost maybe where you belong, which also freaks you out.
All right. Do I feel like I know how to navigate my way out of here now?
Possibly. So you all here. So Matt, what do you do? What does your character do when you hear everyone else say, "Tell me, have you seen the yellow sign?" when he shows them that piece of paper? I mean, you don't say it, but everybody else says it, which is weird, right? Even the cable guy.
What? And I don't say it?
Yeah. Well, why would you? Did you say it? Why would you say it?
I don't know. Like the yellow sign. What are you guys calling it that? We've all seen this before.
All right. Bogus, you don't know what he's talking about. He said it. You didn't say it.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah,
John?
you did. You called it the yellow sign. You said, "Tell me, have you seen the yellow sign?"
What's the yellow sign?
John, you know they both said it, but you didn't say it.
So I know they both said it.
Yeah, you heard them both say it.
Uh,
And the cable guy.
you guys definitely said something about the yellow sign.
I remember those guys saying it, but I don't remember. I don't remember saying it.
Like seriously, guys, what's the yellow sign?
Well,
I'm lost.
that's what you asked me if I'd seen. I've seen it.
I'm asking you now what it is.
Well, I've seen it, but I didn't know it was called the yellow sign until you told me that.
I didn't tell you anything. I'm asking you.
The cable guy says you all three said it.
No one asked you.
He slumps back down. All right. I need you all three of you to make a sand check.
Oh my goodness.
This is helplessness.
Oh, I fumbled it.
Oh,
And
no.
failed it.
Success.
All right. So,
Mr. Playing It Safe. Not going so well now.
all right. Remember, you can stave off sand loss. Remember, I gave you guys that.
That's
handout.
right. By using one of your connections.
Yeah, I'll show that to you guys
Just
again.
taking it out on one of them.
So this is going to be 4 for you, John, because you got a crit fail.
Yeah, I would reduce that bond, buddy.
And Brandon, it's going to be roll a d4 for you. I can roll it or you can roll it.
All right, so I reduce any bond by 4.
Well, you roll a d4. And,
okay.
and that'll reduce the sand you lose, your willpower, and a bond by that amount.
Oh my goodness. All right, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, it's better than losing 4 straight up.
All right, Bogus, you're losing 2, so you can do the same thing, or you can just take the 2 sand loss.
All right,
How's
so
it go insane?
I
So
rolled a 2 as well.
Bond. And I can reduce it by a D4.
Yeah, so you'll reduce your willpower, a bond, and your sand loss by the D4. Yeah, if you roll it.
Didn't I just roll a D4?
That was for how much sand you lost for the failure. So you're going to lose 2 sand. So you can reduce it if you want, or you can just take the 2 sand loss.
Why was I the only one who rolled how much I was going to lose?
No,
'Cause
I did.
John
too.
critically failed,
So he
and so he automatically lost 4.
Yeah,
Oh,
the maximum. Makes sense.
so I roll a D4 to see how much I can save by reducing, or I reduce my willpower, bond, and
All right, so you rolled a D4 for sand loss because that's how much this
spin 2.
particular thing does. You got a 2.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to reduce that, you can. You would roll a D4, and you would reduce your willpower, one of your bonds, and the sand loss by that number. Now, that could be higher. You could roll a 4, right? And you would reduce your willpower and your bond by 4, but the sand loss would just be reduced to 0, right? You wouldn't get any extra sand. Does that make sense? All right, so you rolled a 4. So you're going to reduce your willpower and one of your bonds by 4, and you won't take any sand loss. Your sand doesn't go back up by 2 though, because you rolled 2 over. It's just you don't lose any sand. So which bonds are you two going to?
Therapist.
What about you, John?
Take it out on the therapist.
I reduced my handball partner and my willpower by 2, and then my sand also went down by 2.
Right. All right. So just remember that, because once we are in between adventures, we'll have to role play how you guys mess up your relationships.
All right.
All right. And that was from helplessness. So if you didn't hit a breaking point, you can put a check mark on that.
Yeah, I am now 3 for helplessness.
Oh, you're supposed to have reset that last time.
Every game it reset it.
No, just at the beginning of last game, just to reset it. Is that 3 since the beginning of the last session?
Yeah.
Okay, well then other horrible things happened to you. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh my God, you're adapted to helplessness.
You are now adapted to helplessness.
This no está bien.
Sounds good, but is awful. So you didn't. I thought somebody had a breaking point last time. Who was that? That was Matt.
Yeah, that was me. I had a breaking point that reset my helplessness, so I didn't get adapted to it.
Gotcha. Okay, Brandon. So roll a d6. Four. All right, reduce your POW by 4.
My willpower?
Your POW. Your power. It's one of your main.
Holy crap, my statistic score?
Yep. Yeah, you don't want to become adapted to stuff. It's bad.
All right.
Yeah. And then that makes it a 10. So that means your max sand. I'm not sure if that affects your current sanity or not. I think it might drop your sanity down to 50. Let's see.
My current sanity down to 50?
Yeah, let's see.
So I lose 13 sand immediately?
That's a lot of sand loss.
For real, 13?
Well, his new
I hit a breaking point.
POW time. Well,
It would also lower the breaking point, though, right?
the breaking point would be 40. I think we'll just leave it how it is for right now. Yeah, so basically what happens is your personal drive suffers as, so that's what lowers your POW. But now, whenever you have to make a sand roll for that type of trauma, you always succeed.
Yay.
Yeah. So you'll always succeed sound loss for helplessness.
Until it resets.
Are you going to tell me every time you tell me to reduce this? Like,
I think
this-
he's permanently adapted to helplessness now, kind of like your other guy was permanently adapted to violence.
That's right.
But I hadn't never reached a breaking point. I thought it reset on a breaking point.
No, it's a permanent thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's actually pretty decent then. Getting that out of the way.
Yeah, the check marks reset if you don't hit a breaking point before you get 3 of them.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So yeah, that's really messing with you over there. And so the 5 of you are just kind of standing around the hallway. What now?
Let's go back the way he came. Can you lead us out of here?
Every time I walked through a door, something was different.
So that'd be a no.
I
Doc-
was trying to get out. I wouldn't
Doc-
have even bothered with you guys if I didn't have.
Dr. Lewis, you feel like you can have maybe some ability to get people out of here now if you wanted to.
All right. So I've just been following them, and I especially, let's see, who was it? It was Matt's
It was
character
me.
last time that was like leading the way, and I'll say, well, let me give it a shot at this.
Sure.
All right. So what are you
So-
doing? What are you trying to do? Where are you
So I've
trying to
got my
go?
little notebook,
Mhm.
and I'm assuming I've got a pen.
Sure.
So I'm going to start making little marks on the walls, and I'm going to go in the direction I think leads me towards an exit.
All right. Let's see. All right, make me a sand check.
Oh,
Tell me if you succeed or fail.
I succeeded.
All right, so you lose 1 sand or 1 willpower. It's unnatural. It's your choice which one you lose.
Let's do a willpower.
All right. Everyone sort of follows Dr. Lewis for a few minutes. He's marking corners, and and you're drawing arrows like in the direction you went. What are you marking on the wall?
Yeah, I'm just putting little arrows pointing the direction we came from and the direction we're going.
All right. You follow him through a couple of turns, and then you decide to go through a door into another hallway. You get to the end of that hallway, and you see there's about 3 dozen of the arrows. You can tell it's your pen, your handwriting, just pointing in all kinds of different directions at the end of this hallway. Some of them right, some of them left, some of them straight up. Some of them just kind of, it's like an arrow that starts in one direction and just squiggles around in a circle and kind of meanders off towards the floor.
So I look at the others and look at their hands to see if any of them have pins, like if they've been screwing with me.
Unfortunately, no, they do not.
All right. Then I'll just look at them all and say, well, I guess that didn't work. Any other ideas?
The string.
Do we have any string?
No, nobody brought any string. The radios don't work. I don't think the string would be any different anyway. Maybe I don't know, man. Maybe we need to
David, the cable guy, says, "Yeah, I had a bunch of coax cable. I tried stringing that along, but it ended up just like connecting to itself. It was weird."
Hey, David, have you tried like closing your eyes and relying upon your other senses instead of your sense of sight?
No, but I didn't have any light for a couple of days, and I just wandered around in the dark.
So
How have you stayed alive this long? Where are
I
you
don't
getting
know.
water, food?
I thought it had only been a couple of days. I don't know.
Is there any place you haven't explored that you know of?
I don't know.
Yeah, who knows with this place, man?
So just thinking about the shape of the yellow sign symbol,
Mhm.
would it be possible to like make turns as though we're like following the shape of the symbol? If you were to imagine that it was a hallway or something, it's like, oh, you came to this junction, take a right here.
Yeah, it looks like you should be able to do that if you know where you're starting. You just got to pick a beginning point.
Yeah, what do you want to do, John? Do you want to just
Well, yeah, I want to do that. I want to get out. I guess I didn't copy it into my notebook. I'm going to ask one of the others to look at their
well,
notebook.
It's
Well,
on the
it's-
cover of this journal I got.
it's also on that sheet of paper that Dr. G is holding.
Okay. Well, I'll just look at that and just assume that we're at one end of the symbol and try to follow it to the best of our ability. And now the symbol has like curves to it, right?
It sort of does. Yeah, it's got angles more than anything.
Okay.
You see a tall man walk as you guys are sitting there talking. Walk past behind where you guys just started. He's tall, bulky, balding guy with a I think he's got a short sleeve button down shirt and a Boston Red Sox windbreaker on. You see him, he opens a door right behind Detective G there and walks off to the left, off to your left, briskly.
Hey, hold
How
up.
far away is he?
Right now he's probably about 8 feet away.
Oh, not far at all.
You ever say, hey, hold up, man, hold up.
He says, 27. And as he
Have you
opens
seen
the
the
door,
yellow sign?
yeah, he completely ignores you, but he walks up to another door and opens it and says 27. What do y'all do?
I guess let's follow him and see if he does anything different. Does he object to us following him?
Well, he's walking into that. He's opening that door. It's probably at this point he's about 12, 15 feet away from you.
Okay.
He opens the door and begins to close it behind himself.
Yeah, Moses like sprints and tries to stop the door from closing.
All right, give me a Dex ×5 roll.
All right. Dex. Success.
All right, you get there in time. Give me a Strength ×5 roll as he tries to close it.
All right. I failed that.
Let's see. He fails too, but you fell worse, so he gets the door closed.
He fails too, but you failed worse.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So there's a little back and forth, and then your hand slips on the door and it closes.
All right. Moses, he just says crap, and immediately tries to rip the door open. And well, before I do that, I just look over at the others and shrug and say 27, and then try to open the door.
All right, it opens up. Make a sand roll.
Oh, good Lord. This is getting real bad for Moses tonight. Oh, I succeeded.
All right, no sand loss. You see an empty hotel room. There's no exits. It looks just like the one in the photo that you guys have been staring at for weeks.
Hold on, I want to see this.
All right, make a sand check. Everybody can look at it
come
if you
on.
want to, but you have to make a sand check.
I'm expecting that, right? Come on.
You are, but this is unnatural.
All right. So did I already make my sand check?
You did, yeah.
Okay.
All right, if you make it, it's no sand loss.
All right.
Bogus, are you going to go look at it, or are you going to just stay back?
I'm going to go into it.
I'm gonna be up there, but I'm gonna look at the picture. I mean, if they're gonna let me know
Hotel
what you think.
Brovelben.
All right,
Sniffing 'em.
you're not gonna look in the room.
Unless we're going in.
I don't know. Are y'all going in?
I'm going in. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going in.
I guess I'll follow if the rest of them are. I'm not about to stay out here and them not come back to
All right.
me.
All right. What about them? Are you gonna go in as well?
Gotta go with.
All right. So make your sand check. Failure. Okay, that's just one from unnatural for failure. All right. Yeah, you guys are in an empty hotel room. It's weird.
Is there anything, any stationery, napkins, anything like that?
Nothing. There's some
That's-
furniture. Looks kind of old and way too red for its own good. A piano. Some weird statuary. That's about it.
Number
right,
27, huh?
Does any of this look familiar or like any of the objects that were resined to the wall in Abigail's apartment?
Not really. Some of them might be like the same time period as some of the stuff that was on there, but none of the items look like they're the same items or anything.
Okay. And
Take
you
a-
say there's no exits from this room. It's just
Just the door you came in. Yeah.
the door we came in.
Is there a closet?
There's not.
It looks like there's some windows though. I guess could I go over and open the curtains and look outside?
So you go over to the window. It is a painting of a window.
What?
Yeah, well,
So
there's a
there's-
window
so
curtain
there's-
there, right? But when you pull the curtain back, there's just a painting of a window. It looks
All
like,
right. I guess I checked the other two as well.
yeah, they're the same. They look out over what appears to be some sort of a bleak landscape. What may or may not be a lake in the distance. It's hard to
We'll
tell.
get out of here. All right, there's nothing here.
Wait, just a second. Looks like there's a mirror on the left-hand wall.
No, it's just like some Art Deco weirdness that looks kind of like a mirror from a distance. It's just the light
Oh.
shining on it.
That's not a mirror there.
No. You can't
Oh,
really tell
okay.
what that is. I can't tell what it is anyway.
So
Okay.
this is the hotel room in our picture.
Yeah, in the picture that yes on our main thing, our main screen
Mm.
here.
I mean, take a look around, Danny, to see if anything stands
I
out.
mean, I guess make a search check.
Yeah, you can all make search checks if you want.
Yeah.
Why
Well,
not?
I don't even know if Ben needs to roll. He's got like a 75, but
Yeah, I do have a ridiculous search. Do you want me to roll or not?
yeah, you
I
can all
succeeded
roll.
with a 7.
17.
I failed.
Critical success. Let's go.
Wow, look at that.
All right. So you all just find like knickknacks and such. Ben, you find a really nice sterling silver ashtray, kind of like falling off of one of the side tables, and it has a couple of these little plant pods sitting in it. Look interesting to you. You've never seen them before.
Okay.
Does he show it to the rest of us?
I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. After I look at it a little bit myself.
So do I recognize it as those same plant pods?
You do.
Oh yeah, and I don't even know who any of these guys are, so I don't know who's good at what.
Right. You do see that since you got a critical, there was a third pod, but it looks like it's just the very base of it is there. With your critical, you see bite marks, like someone ate the third one.
Hmm.
Like, ate their way out of it?
Well, they're little little pods. They're about like this long. You know, they're like flower before flowers open. You know, the little pods. Looks like someone just took a bite out of it, ate it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna. How many of these things do I have with me?
You look in your bag.
Yeah.
You have all of them.
Like how many were there? 4?
I believe there were 12.
Jeez.
let's see.
This whole time he had no idea he was walking around with those little soybean appetizers. Edamame.
There are 12.
Edamame, anybody?
All right.
No,
Well,
seriously, I don't know. Maybe we should. Maybe one of us should eat one of these things. See what happens.
the cable guy's just looking at all of you, looking back and forth. Trying
Have
to be
you eaten one
quiet.
of these?
No,
Have you seen them before?
no, I don't know.
Hey Ben, eat one.
I'll do it.
Is that something you think
Who can
Dr.
make
G would
Larry?
do?
No, you're the most sane person here. I doubt
Yeah,
you're gonna-
actually. Well, I was still thinking it was old man.
Yeah.
Sorry. Let's
Well,
make cable guy do it. Just be like, we'll shoot you right now if you don't eat that. Eat it.
I feel like your character wouldn't do that either.
You're a detective. What the heck?
King from New York.
I'll
Wow.
shoot you if you
You're a
don't eat
crooked
it.
cop. You don't know.
It's good to have somebody more impulsive than me in this group. I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't know. All right, we can just keep looking, but maybe these pods are the way that these other people are navigating their way through here. I mean, obviously, all the other people in the apartment complex are able to come here every night and get out. So there's got to be a way they're doing that. But let's just leave. I mean, if we search this place up and down, there's a bunch of weird crap here, but nothing that appears to be too useful.
What are you gonna do with those plant pods?
While they're all debating that,
Uh-huh.
Moses walks over to the piano and pulls out the little sheet music.
Did you bring it with you, or is it bagged? And
Yeah,
tagged?
it's been in my pocket. It's bagged and tagged in my pocket.
All right, sure.
You gonna play Rachmaninoff's 27?
Yeah, so Moses tries his best. He's not a very good singer, but he tries to play it on the piano and sing along what the guy had shown him before.
All right, give me some sort of a performance roll here.
Do I have performance? No, I don't.
Typically, it's like art, music, or something, but I don't know if you have
Well, yeah, I don't have that. Let's see. I would say I could do unnatural because it's unnatural for him to sing, but I'm at a 0% for that.
Let me look at your character sheet here. Just give me, since you learned it from the guy, just give me an int times 5 check. How about that?
Okay.
You're artsy and somewhat fartsy. Maybe you would.
That's a success.
Okay. Everybody else, give me a sand check.
Is that because of the content or how bad it is?
Just give me a sand check.
2 sand checks.
Holy crap.
Critical success.
Success.
All right. Did anyone fail?
Brandon did.
Okay. I'm gonna say 2 things happen. One, you lose a point of sand from unnatural.
No, I don't get to click unnatural anywhere, right?
That's correct.
Right. It's
No
just
way.
helplessness and violence.
Okay.
Yeah. And 2, you have an unearthly desire to eat one of those plant pods now.
Yes. That's I want to see what happens.
Hey, somebody's gonna eat the plants.
You can choose to try and not eat it if you would like.
Don't choose to not eat it.
All right.
No, he said choose to try to not
I'll
eat it.
choose to try to not eat it.
All right. Make a sand roll at plus 40.
I'm not even sure that's going to help me win. Sand plus 40.
What's your sand? Oh, you should,
Sand's 63.
yeah, you should automatically fail unless you roll like a 100 or a 99. We'll say it's a failure. Otherwise, you should automatically succeed. I mean,
Okay, I succeeded.
30. All right.
Thought I-
You're okay. You're able to not eat it, but man, you're really tempted. And
Sucks.
Can I
Man.
can I get an idea of why I want to eat it? Like, does it sound tasty? Is
you
it
think
like
it-
it's gonna make me feel better?
you think it would make you feel much better to
Mm.
eat what you know is a Melonia pod.
A Melonia pod?
Yeah.
Let's say it out loud. A Melonia pod?
A what?
Is that they're Melonia pods?
How do you know that? I've never seen these things before in my life, and
don't-
I study plants.
I don't know. It just kind of hit me. Does that make any sense to you? What a Melonia pod is?
No.
No, the song wasn't about those at all, and Moses starts to sing it again.
Why would you do that?
Because he's an asshole.
As he begins to sing it, you all hear different words. Or maybe he
What?
says different words. You're not sure. He says, and I'm not going to give you this text, so you guys are going to remember it as best you can. I stumbled forward and saw beyond the closest row of buildings the source of the strange seed pod. Drug Deborah had given me earlier. For here there was row upon row of Melonia, low golden plants with their spade-shaped leaves and strange pods. And it doesn't go to the music very well at all, but he tries to make it go to the music. It's very bizarre.
I thought you said that the song wasn't about Melonia pods.
It wasn't. I start singing it again.
This time he sings the
Stop.
original words.
That's not what you said before.
Y'all are crazy.
All right, are y'all getting out of here? Y'all are getting out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cable guy throws up in the corner and says it's probably time to leave.
Yeah.
How did he throw up? I thought he hasn't eaten in days. Oh, I wouldn't know that. Never mind. Didn't ask.
All right. Anybody gonna eat some Melonia pod? Or y'all are good.
No.
If I don't have to, I'm not.
I'm good now.
All right. So you guys walk out. Where do you want to go now? The John, are we still following you? What are you thinking? What is Moses thinking about here?
Let's see. Well, I mean, if I feel like at home here, yeah, I'm just gonna walk on out and try to find my way. But as I come to another door,
Mm-hmm.
I want to say another number. Try to open it.
All right.
So the last time I said 27 and opened it. So this time I'm going to say 13 and open it.
All right. As you're doing that, everyone else here's the door you came from down the hallway open, and that guy comes back out of that room. He
I'm
walks.
gonna dash.
He
dash
walks
over
to the
that way.
door. He walks to the door across the hall and says 28 and opens that door.
Shit.
All right.
I guess I can't catch him.
Yeah, you can give me a Dex ×5 roll.
All right.
Ooh, success. All right, you get there before the door closes.
Strength.
You try to hold it open. Yep. Yeah, give me a strength roll.
Can somebody help him?
Shit.
No, not at this point. Yeah, he closes it in the door. Like you grab the handle, and the handle slips out of your hand. It's got some kind of oil or something on it. He closes it.
28. I say, and open the damn door.
It's just opens to a blank wall. Not even a room.
Jerk face. I close it and say 27 and open it.
Still blank. Meanwhile, down the hallway, John, when you look back at the door you opened, you open into a hallway, and it has the number 13 in bronze on the side of the hall.
It says what?
The number 13. It's like in
That's
big
what you
bronze characters on the wall in the middle
Okay.
of the hallway.
Isn't 13 what you said before you opened it?
It is. Do we have any other numbers that we know that are important?
Are you going to walk down the hallway?
Did you not-
If the others are going to follow me, yeah.
yeah, go together.
Matt, are you coming back to them?
Yeah, I'm not getting left here by my damn self.
All right, make me a sand check, John, Moses,
Ah,
Dr. Lewis. If you're
again?
nasty.
Critical success.
Oh,
Lose
man.
I
Or
rolled
sand.
a 1.
All right.
I get
So
4 sand back.
You lose 1 sand from a natural or 1 willpower. Your choice.
So while they're doing that, I turn to David, the cable guy, and say, "Hey, man, have you heard anything down here like the word seer, Delon, Exeter, anything like that
I've heard of Sears.
down here?"
No, I mean, I shop at Sears sometimes.
Does the name Rouvan G. Labilus mean anything to you?
That sounds made up.
Okay.
All right, are you all walking
How
down this
about the
hallway?
name Asa Darabandi?
No, these are all weird names. All right.
Hotel Broadalbin? Never heard of that?
No. All right, John. You walk halfway down that hallway, and it turns, and you just feel lost again.
Well, that didn't work either, guys. I'm sorry. Someone else try leading us out of here.
I think we're just missing something. How are the other tenants making it in and out of here? Are they
Or-
following?
Are they?
Yeah, I think they are. It would appear that they are. I mean, maybe they're following people. Maybe they're being guided by Castaigne or the dog or whatever. I don't know. I mean, this is.
Are y'all still walking, or are you just like standing in the hallway talking?
I guess we're still walking.
All right, everyone, make me an alertness check. Plus 20.
I
Alertness
failed.
Plus 20 is a 90. Or no, it's not. That's my search.
I succeeded.
I also succeeded.
Okay, since he rolled it first, we'll just say Brandon. Brandon, Agent Joe, here's a sound he's quite familiar with. If his friends asked, it's the sound of some love being made nearby, vigorously.
Oh my God, no!
Down the.
I'm not gonna walk in. I'm not gonna walk in on some puppet porn. I've already seen that Team America movie.
Just down the hallway. Then the other two of you hear it after that. Y'all are at a not even a T junction. It's like you're in the middle of a intersection that goes 4 different directions. You can go back the way you came. You can go forward or left or right. Off to the left, you think about 2 or 3 doors down, you hear this noise coming from a room.
I'm not going over there. Nope. As a matter of fact, does this look the same as the other place too, or does this look different?
It's different.
Guys, this may not have anything to do with what we're working on, but the diagram in our evidence thing, it has a bunch of in the 20s numbers think of different parts of whatever this mechanism is. Maybe nothing, but if he's going 27 and 28, I don't see how this could connect with what we're working on. But
Well,
unless by chance these are the hallways.
David says, I mean, there's people. I mean, if they're comfortable enough to be doing the nasty, maybe they'll have some information.
Wait. I think you're on to something. What if the reason we can't find our way out of here is because this fucking building doesn't stand still? This thing moves.
It's kind of like the cube.
David's
So, and it
walking
has
down the
these little
hall.
hallways that move. And so, but there's no exit, right? Maybe 33 is the exit?
What diagram are y'all looking at? I'm sorry.
There's one
one
on the
on the
GBR
napkin.
napkin.
The napkin.
If Danny's saying that, then never mind. That's not it.
Oh, the diagram. The diagram
Yeah.
napkin.
Yeah, the GBR napkin.
Interesting. All right, David's halfway down to that door.
Hey, dude, do you really want to go in there? You want to see puppets doing the nasty?
It sounds like people.
I don't.
People would sound like, I don't know, castanets or something.
All right, well, I'm just gonna stand back here and let him open the door and see what happens.
All right, is anybody gonna go with him?
Nope.
Yeah, I'll follow him.
He can get lost into nothingness.
All right, all right, y'all get to the door. Anybody going with the two of them?
No.
I'm trying to figure out this diagram right now.
Yeah, me and him are both trying to figure out if this diagram might be
All right,
this.
well, make me a luck roll to see if you even have the diagram with you.
Oh man, why would we have it with us?
Because you were cataloging everything and putting it in a box in the apartment. Why would you bring it with you?
Well, we don't want to lose anything or people steal it. Oh, it's just a 50% roll.
All right, Matt rolled it. You got success. Okay, so sure, you have it with you in an evidence bag. All right, so y'all are looking at that. John, are you going to open the door or let David open it?
I'll let David open it. I'm just following him.
All right, he opens the door. It's a hotel room. They open up to a hotel room. The bed there's no people in it, but it's covered in blood and shards of chromed metal. There's an old-looking syringe and a cook kit for what you can only assume is heroin on the side table. You see the ends of a couple of shotguns sticking out from underneath the bedspread, and a valise.
Pick up a shotgun.
There's a valise sitting on the ground. You know, a valise is like an old fancy bag.
Yeah.
A black leather one. But there's no people.
Okay. I'll tell David to hold the door open.
He nods. Okay.
All right, and then I'm gonna try to like dart into the room and grab the bag and then get back out.
All right, make me a sand roll.
Again.
Just from seeing all this horrible mess.
I succeed.
Okay, so nothing. No sand loss.
All right.
You grab the bag. As you're grabbing the bag, you look on the wall, like the wall that you came in through. You know, as you're turning back, you see it, and
Okay.
written on the wall there in some sort of a blue-black ichor or ink, are the words, "Where is my bottle?" ?
Okay. I think that's strange, but I try to remember it.
All right, and then you're back
And-
out in the hallway with the valise.
All right.
Valise.
Okay. So then I guess I tell David there's a couple shotguns in there if he wants to go grab one.
Yeah, he goes in and grabs them both if you're gonna hold the door open.
Yeah, I'll hold the door open.
All right, so from down the hall, y'all see Dr. Lewis dart into the room and grab some kind of a bag, and then David just kind of saunters in and walks out with a shotgun over each shoulder.
Okay.
All right. I'll let the door shut at that point and head back down to where the others are.
Okay. David says, I
Uh,
found 2 shotguns. I don't know how to use them. Does any of you guys know how to use a shotgun?
No.
I don't.
Did you say yeah?
Yeah.
All right, he hands you one. Anybody else want a shotgun?
I'll take one.
All right, he hands the other one to you.
All right. And I guess I pop open the bag and take a peek inside.
It is filled with cash.
And it takes a peek at you.
The cash does appear to be covered in blood to some degree, but it's stacks of cash that are wrapped with the bank wrappers. You want to count it?
Just a quick estimate about how much cash do I think it is.
All right. Based on the fact that they're all hundreds, it's well over $100,000.
Wow. Okay. And I guess like I'll turn the bag over and like just dump it out, see if there's anything else in there.
There is nothing else, just some blood, mostly dried blood. But all the bills appear to be D Series 1933 bills.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's after sitting there staring at the stacks of cash. What does everybody do?
After we find out that for like 1933, I look at the shotgun and I see like brand.
Yeah, it looks like it has a stamp on it. It was made in 1929. It looks new though.
Shotguns from 1929.
All right. Have we seen any bottles down here?
I don't think so.
Staring at that cash, you guys would say it's $150,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
After
I guess.
free agent.
I guess I would. What's that?
What was that voice in the background?
Oh, I accidentally clicked play on a video.
Wow.
I meant to save the link for later, and it just like opened the video and started playing it.
That was
Gotcha.
Pat McAfee.
Yes, it was. Ben knew.
Funny.
Yeah, I don't really think
Thought it
my
was
main concern would be carrying around a bunch of cash. So if none of the other, like, I might grab one stack of it for later. See if we can maybe match up these bills to anything. But the rest of it, I think I'd probably just leave.
I'll carry the rest of it around.
You're like, hey, I'm on a detective salary here.
So it's 15 stacks. Each stack is $10,000. We'll say.
Wow. So this guy, when he went to the door, he called out a number before he opened it.
He said
Yeah.
27, and then the next one he said 28.
So earlier,
Okay.
when he said 27, it opened up into the apartment, the red room that we see
Mm-hmm.
on our background.
Mm-hmm.
I go up to a different door and I say 27. Then I open it and look in.
It's like an empty hall closet kind of thing. Okay. Looks like it's
So it didn't open up the red room again.
right.
Okay.
That was wishful thinking, Brandon.
Anything in the hall closet at all?
It's just empty. There's some dirt, detritus. Actually, make an alertness check as you make a second look in there.
Where's it at? There it is.
Nope, that's it. There's a fumble. 99.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you want to do now? Where do you want to go?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
Just
yeah. Moses is kind of at a loss for words, except for just each time we open a door, maybe say a different number.
So I guess we don't glean anything from that whatever design.
Anything? Either of you have like what is it, like mechanics, or what's it called? It's like
I do.
Well,
I got
I
craft
need to check that.
mechanics, science physics, craft microelectronics. So he's got some engineering background.
let me see here.
I know about archaeology.
So does the detective G for some reason.
I've got archaeology. What? I do.
So do you have craft mechanics?
Yes.
What's it at?
30.
30?
I don't
All
know you were
right.
talking to him.
Let's see. Yeah, you've been staring at this thing for a while. You know, there's something wrong with it. Like, it wouldn't. I don't know. It's not right. You can't tell exactly what's wrong with it, but something is wrong with it for sure.
Okay.
All of you can make an int ×5 check for me. Well, except for Ben.
Success.
Success for me.
All right. You all remember, those of you who make the check and succeed.
All three of us did.
All right. All three of you remember there was a piece of letterhead that had Hotel Broadalbin written on it with a little
Yeah.
map.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
and in the bottom corner of that map, there was an X marked JL Bottle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Where's my bottle?
Who's JL?
We don't know. Do we see do the patterns of the hallway look like they might take us to? Like if we try to follow the path?
Take you to that bottle place, is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
You think maybe? Yeah, maybe it would.
All right. Well, let's see if we can't find the bottle.
All right, make me another sand check.
No. I failed.
Okay.
We haven't encountered anybody with initials JL or
so,
WL for that
Was
matter.
that from Unnatural?
it is a natural, but once again, it's you can either. Oh wait, hold on, time out.
Oh wait, is that ELEV like elevator?
Mm-hmm.
You you do not lose anything for that failure, John. Yes,
Okay.
everything feels good. Feels right.
Is that ELEV like elevator? Does that make sense? Tracing it back to where the door was, where my good friend fell to his death.
You're not sure, maybe. You notice as you were walking down the hallway, John, you see a set of framed black and white photographs on the wall.
All right.
They
Go ahead.
they portray an odd array of people staring into the camera, their faces blank. Each of them is dressed in 1930s garb and holds an odd-shaped bottles of various designs. A single name rides the lip of each photograph, written in ink with a steady hand. The first one says A. Darabandi. The second one says E. Losette. The second one, J. Lenz. Oh, that's the third one, rather. The next one, E. Mosby. There's a D. Carver, a G. Topchick, an H. Lundine. And then the last one shows a dark bottle sitting on the floor and it says M. Baumgartner.
Hold on a second. Can you get back to those names?
Lens, JL.
Right. A. Darabondi, J. Lenz. Who else?
I heard a Lundine in there.
There's the list.
Thanks.
M. Baumgartner.
The
So
last
you
one-
said there was 2 photos. One is of all these people holding
I
a
know.
bottle.
No, so it's a series of photos.
Oh,
Each one-
okay.
Each one has a person holding a bottle of an odd shape and design, except the last one that just shows a single dark bottle sitting on the floor.
And it says M. Baumgartner.
That's right.
Is it really a picture?
It is a photograph. Yes.
Hmm.
Make a
Make sure
sand
it doesn't
check.
look
Make another sand
make-
check, John.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not so excited about finding this bottle now.
Make sure it's not like a hole in the wall where you could reach in and grab the bottle.
Right back.
Actually, yeah. You have to go ahead and make your sand roll. Yeah.
I failed again.
All right. It's just 1 from a natural.
I'm getting awful close to a break point.
Do you want to grab these photos? Do you want to leave them there? You want to touch it? Eat it?
I want to look at the one that says M. Baumgartner. It's
This
weird.
was called the Lundine House.
Yeah, it
This
is.
building.
Yeah, originally was, yes.
Hmm.
Do you? All right, like I said, it's a strange looking dark bottle. It's sitting on a floor. It looks like maybe a hallway. It's a stone floor.
Yeah, I want to take the one that says M. Baumgartner, like take it off the wall and look at it, like front and back of the picture. And
All right. You pull it off, and as you pull it off the wall, you hear a voice whisper, "It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God."
ooh,
No one
I
else
look at
hears
the.
it.
Oh, okay. So no one else heard that. Yeah. Moses is a little creeped out at this point.
But
So, but they all see the pictures though, right?
yeah, they're all like staring at and looking at the pictures. They seem more interested in the other ones because like the names make sense.
Right.
Yeah, and there's pictures of people. So the A. Darabondi one, for instance, you recognize that picture because you've seen photos of this guy before.
Right. So did the others notice that the picture that I took off the wall said M. Baumgartner?
I don't know. Did y'all notice that? Well, looks like Ben and Brandon are gone.
They noticed nothing.
Right. We'll say that.
Hmm.
We'll say that Matt noticed it. David said, "Oh, that was just a bottle. That's weird. Wonder who this Baumgartner guy is."
That is weird. I don't think any of them know my name, do they?
They do not.
Yeah. I just kind of shrug and take note of what the bottle looks like, and I guess I'm gonna hang it back on the wall
Okay.
after looking at it
You can
front
keep-
and back.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing keeping you from holding on to it. If you want to hold on, if you guys want to grab all of them, you can.
Okay. Are they not very big then?
No, they're like 3x5s.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, let's collect all of them, and like I don't know if one of us has a little satchel or sack.
Yeah, I
Are
think
they
you
in
said
frames or are they just like stuck to the wall?
they're just stuck to the wall.
Yeah, definitely grab those and keep them then.
Okay. Anybody? Anything else?
Not that I can think of.
All right. As you guys are tucking those away, you hear voices coming from just ahead. You notice there's a doorway, a double doorway, partially open right in front of you, about 15 feet.
Okay. Is that the direction that we think we need to go to find the JL bottle?
You think maybe? It's easy to get turned around in this place, of course.
Okay. Yeah, I guess let's keep going that way. I guess I'm kind of freaked out at this point and wanting to figure out what's going on with these bottles, so I'll lead the way.
All right. You guys start walking towards that door. You hear a dog bark as you're about 5 feet away.
From ahead or behind?
From ahead, from through the double doors. And then
Okay.
you hear a voice as you're almost to the door that says, "Who could be down there? Who is that?" It's a female voice.
Oh shit!
You think it's Michelle from here before?
It's from the freaking play.
And you open the door and you see that there's Michelle and Thomas are in a room, and there's a guy you don't recognize. And he says, "Hello, hello. I thought you fellows would be coming from up the stairs, not this way."
Yeah, I guess that's what the play said, huh?
It does.
Check out what that guy's name is from the play.
Mark.
Mark. Hello, Mark.
He smiles at you and says, "Ah, my good friend, Mr. Holden. How are you doing?"
It's actually not Holden. It's Dr. Caulfield.
Billy. I'd know Billy Holden anywhere.
I don't know you, Mark, but I know one thing. I know I want the hell out of this place.
Let's see here. Hold on, let me see this. He's you're thrown off by his twang. He sounds like he's trying to be like a 1930s gangster. He's wearing like 1930s garb. You would say he's got like a cigar in his mouth and like a brandy or something in his hand. He's sitting back in a overstuffed chair with a table beside him with drinks and such. This room. Let me see if I can find the description for it. I know it's in here somewhere. Here it is. The walls of this room, they're like covered in velvet wallpaper. There's overstuffed armchairs, burgundy leather that dot the floor. The people I mentioned before, most of whom you already know, are here. There's a dog sitting next to Thomas. Next to the hearth, there's a large hearth that's burning. There's a wet bar in a corner. Looks like it's got plenty of ice and glasses and liqueurs, bitters, vermouth, olives, limes, lemons, oranges, and anything else you can think of sitting over there. In the opposite corner, there's a humidor that's got tons of different kinds, look like nice cigars. And then there's floor-to-ceiling bookcases on one wall, made of rosewood, with a little step ladder thing that's permanently attached to a rail as you slide it back and forth. Mark seems a little taken aback by your tone, Matt, and he says, "Well, perhaps I'm mistaken. Maybe you're an intruder, or just pretending to be my friend." He certainly doesn't talk to me that way.
Sorry, Mark. Sorry. We've been lost. My apologies.
Well, you're found now. Anyone care for a drink? A cigar?
Sure. So, what floor are we on here, Mark? Is this the 13th floor?
No, we're just on the 3rd floor here.
The 3rd floor of the Lundine building? The McAllister building?
Yes. Whatever name you decide to give it.
Is there a door to this room?
There's a door you guys came from. Then there's a couple. There's the door you guys came from has a hallway, outside of it, and then there's a door that looks like it kind of goes down. It's like there's a couple steps down and then a door. on the other side.
Yeah, Moses is looking around the room to see if there's any bottles in here.
There's tons of bottles of liquor, but none that look like the one in that photo, though.
So it's Mark, the dog, Thomas, and Michelle in here, right?
Yep. Yeah, I live up on the 7th floor of the hotel. Just like to come down here. There's always plenty of good booze and good cigars down here.
So Abigail, though, we've been looking for her.
Oh yeah,
It says here she moved upstairs.
That's right. She's a sweet kid. She lives with that creep of a salesman on 6. He shakes his head and rolls his eyes.
Is that the guy with the briefcase?
Yeah, I think he's got a briefcase.
Briefcase, dark shoes, something like that.
Yeah, he's always running around like he's in a hurry or important. He's garbage.
So she moved up with him, huh?
Yeah, they shacked up. That's right.
So which of these does any of these doors lead to where you can go during the daytime?
Man, you can go to any of these places any time of day. What time of day is it now? He looks over at
Oh,
Thomas, and
no.
Thomas shrugs and just kind of laughs. Anyway, yeah, I mean, you can go back down. He points to the door. It goes down.
Gotcha.
I mean, if you're looking for Abigail, like I said, she's up on 6. You look like a bunch of G-men to me.
we are FBI, yeah. That's right.
Gotcha. Well, I'm glad you escaped the booby hatch there, Holden. He winks at you.
Yeah, the booby hatch.
Yeah, booby hatch. You know, why do you not know slang anymore? Anyway,
Oh, it's like a trap door?
Yeah, it's a trap. Hey, how come you're wandering around? You found your bottle. I thought I'd never see you again.
I found my bottle?
Yeah. Hey, would you be willing to help me? I can't seem to find my way back, and I'd really like to get mine.
Find your way back where?
He says, you know, the labyrinth. He kind of whispers that part. Where the bottles are.
Oh. Yeah, I've seen pictures of those too.
Well, yeah. Tell me what it was like when you've got your bottle. What was that like?
Moses is going to jump in here because I actually haven't gotten my bottle.
I have no idea what he's talking about. I mean, I'm looking for bottles, but
oh yeah, I'm
haven't
looking for
found
bottles
one.
too. Aren't we all, buddy? We're all not as special as Billy here. Well, anyway, I mean, if y'all are looking for Abigail, she's living up on 6 with that chump. Case closed. He claps his hands. All done. Everybody can go home,
Good
have a
job.
drink. Or
Good
have a drink
job,
here and
Mark.
then go home.
You're a regular gumshoe.
Well, you know, if you guys, I'm just a chump of a door-to-door salesman, really.
Didn't he say that she was living with a door-to-door salesman?
Yeah, but he's an encyclopedia salesman. Come on. I'm a Fuller brush man myself.
Oh.
Mark
Yeah,
works. Mark works the name, selling's the game. He takes a giant slug of whatever he's drinking, scotch or something. You can't tell.
Slug.
Yeah.
I'm going to go check out that door that he pointed to. He said leads down to the lower floors.
Okay. You gonna open it?
Yep.
All right. It looks like it. It looks like the empty second floor of the McAllister building to you.
I turn to the guys and I go.
And you do what?
kind of nod towards the door.
Yeah. I'm freaked out and
Going that
ready
way.
to get out of here.
So are y'all just all gonna leave?
Yeah. Hey, I'll be Mark, we're gonna take a breather real quick. We gotta go check on some stuff we left down on the bottom floor.
He nods, sort of knowingly, and says, Sure, Billy. I'll see you next time or last time." And smiles.
Okay. All right,
I don't like this guy.
we get out.
All right, I'll get out.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you find yourselves on the second floor of the building, of the McAllister building.
So this must be the part on the map that's marked out the other way to get to the whatever to Castaigne and the night floors and right where the tunnel comes from on the top floor on the second floor. 2 ways in. One was in Michelle's apartment. The other one was in the room that we were just in.
I say we burn the place down and leave.
Well, do y'all want to get in touch with?
Yeah, we're gonna go downstairs. Email Agent Marcus. Tell him this place needs to be torn down to its foundation, and then that foundation needs to be dug up, and then that ground needs to be burned and salted.
Oh, by the way, you guys get out with David. When he comes out with you, when he gets down there, he just starts to cry. Also, as soon as you get out, who hit a break point while y'all were up there?
Nobody. I
mean-
was one away.
Matt did, right?
I had a break point while I was in there. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. As you guys get down to the
You did
first
what?
floor, Matt, give me roll me a d6. Tell me what you get.
Okay. Four.
All right. Y'all get about halfway down the second flight of stairs, and Dr. Tim screams at the top of his lungs and just takes off running.
Okay.
Just complete freak out terror. You come to about 5 minutes later, Matt, at the delicatessen, just standing in front of it. You check your watch. It was, what time was it? 7:30 when you went in
Yeah.
there, and you guys were in there a few hours. It's 7:33.
It's only been 3 minutes.
It's only been 3 minutes.
Oh my god.
All right, and I assume you make your way back. What does everyone else do when he takes off running?
I just look at the others, and I'm not going to interfere with him. I'm a little freaked out myself.
About the same
just gonna-
time. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna lay down on the floor.
So does the cable guy. He lays down and curls up in a ball and just cries.
I just lay down on my back.
All right. Do I make it back there?
Yeah. You make it back a couple minutes later. Maybe a little embarrassed.
All right. I sit down next to Dave and I'll be like, "Hey man, is there somebody we can call?"
Yeah, he gives you like his family member's number. Sister.
All right. I'll go out to the payphone and give it a call and tell them where they can find him.
Okay. Yeah, you find out he's been a missing person for months. So there's a you'll have to deal with that, the whole police thing for that later. All right. So are you emailing Brandon? Are you emailing Agent Marcus?
Tell them what we found. Tell them this place needs to be destroyed.
So are you calling or you email him and what now?
Yes, I'm emailing him and giving him a sit rep.
Okay, he calls you on like the encrypted phone app on your 1995 SuperTech laptop.
Okay.
This is Marcus. Can you give me more information?
Yes, there's something going on with this building. We've got people who are somehow staying alive without eating food. Food's in the refrigerator for that's months old, still looks fine, but some of them are getting by without eating. We get into one door upstairs, and it leads into this labyrinth of other rooms and hallways that we were finally just able to get our way out of. We were in there for several hours. We get out here and check the time. It's only been 3 minutes.
What's your recommendation?
This place needs to be torn down.
Torched.
We will. There's only a few tenants, correct?
We think we found a guy that was lost in that labyrinth. Looks like he's been a missing person for I don't know how many months.
Hey, can I Can I talk to him for a second?
Yeah, you can all hear. Like it's just coming through the speakers and microphone on the laptop.
Hey, Agent Marcus.
Yes.
This all has to do with a man named Asa Bondi and other people. Last names Lissette, Lentz, Mosby, Carver, Top Chick, and Lundine, who all
Mosby.
found their bottles.
Mosby.
This, yeah, Mosby was one of the names.
Hmm.
E. Mosby. So it's A. Bondi, which obviously the guy who built this place, which was called the Lundine House, which I can only assume is attached to this H. Lundine guy. And anyway, they apparently all found their bottles, which I don't know what that means. But this guy on the way out in the last room who talked like he was a, I don't know, like a 1920s gangster,
Mm-hmm.
he seemed to know me. And he said that I'd found my bottle in the Whispering Labyrinth.
Okay, I'm going to see if we can arrange to have this building demolished.
And also, I've got these plant pods with me that I couldn't
Gee.
stop myself from bringing out with me.
All right, hold on a second. Do you want to tell him that?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't want to get locked in a room.
All right. Okay, he says, all right, is anyone, any agents hurt or compromised?
Oh, yeah. Agent Slash took a long dive down an elevator shaft while we were in that place.
So he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
And
Right.
Detective Garibaldi
Garadonda.
followed us in. Yeah, Garadonda. So he's he knows what's going on now.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, I don't know how I got wrapped into this.
Okay, we will brief you very soon. Please don't talk about any of this to anyone. Until then, someone will be in touch.
Agent Joe
Okay,
Jin kind of looks like he's slapping a white glove over his hand and says, "Brief."
All right, gather anything that needs to be destroyed or cataloged. We will be there. I'll be there first thing in the morning, and we'll begin arranging evictions and demolition of this building.
Yeah, they were already in the process of evicting. Apparently, none of these people have paid the rent in months.
All right, well that'll make that easy. We'll see. We'll reach out to the owners and see if maybe we can just buy the building off of them.
Yeah, we've spoken with her. She should probably be aware. Like, we didn't tell her who we were or anything, but like we talked to her about the tenants. That's how we found out they weren't paying.
All
Her
right.
name's Cynthia LaChance with Art Life.
Okay, well I'll get all that information from you tomorrow. I'll come with a couple other folks. You just gather everything up, and I would say just stay nearby, but not in the building overnight.
Okay.
All right, he
All right,
hangs
let's
up.
go down to the delicatessen, I guess.
So here's the question: do any of you, of all the things that you have all found, what do you want to hand over, and what do you want to keep to be able to figure out what's going on for yourselves?
So as far as the little pictures go, I'll hand over all of those except for the one that says Baumgartner on it.
I got an idea. Let's go to the library and make photocopies of it all before they get here.
Yeah, you could go and make copies of everything. I'll give you that.
Yeah, even with the photocopy, I ain't handing them the one that says Baumgartner.
Sure. Okay. What about all the different books that you found?
We didn't find anything significant in them, did we?
Some of them you haven't had a chance to read. Most of them, actually. The Red Book, A World Without Doors, the Hygromantia, which is all written in Latin, that John found.
All right, I'm keeping the Red Book and the seed pods.
I'm going to keep the one that's in Latin because I can read that.
All right. The book, A World Without Doors, it's got a regular printing date and everything, so it's not like, it's an old copy of a book, but it's a real book that you could go and find in the library anytime. It's not like these other ones that are like handmade.
All right, yeah, we'll make copies of everything else. Hand over everything except for me, the Red Book and the seed pods. I don't know if somebody else wants to keep the Hygromantia or whatever it is.
I think John said he wanted to keep it, the Latin book.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, yeah, you make all your copies. You store stuff those.
We stuff those in the bags with the $150,000. Oh, we're keeping that too.
You're gonna keep the cash. It's probably smart.
We're gonna split that.
Although
Uh,
each of those bills is collector's item, isn't it?
1933. Yeah. Oh, there are the shotguns too. You guys can hold on to those 2 shotguns. Those are untraceable. No serial numbers or anything. I don't think.
Nice.
All right. So maybe you guys rent yourself a little storage locker and keep all that stuff in it.
Yeah, if there's a storage locker or something nearby. Yeah.
Very own green box. All right. Yeah, we'll say. I'll say you managed to do all that that night. The next morning, Agent Marcus shows up with a couple other people who don't say their names. They take all the stuff off your hands, tell you did a great job. Never speak of this to anyone, and then they.
Oh, one thing we forgot to mention. They
Mhm.
said that Abigail moved up to the 7th floor with an encyclopedia salesman.
Okay, that is information. We are going to try and sever this place from any extra floors as soon as possible. There's a group of people that shows up with hazmat suits and stuff and starts dragging people, the tenants out, like later that day.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like stake this place out during my off time and watch. And hey, can you tell us? Are you gonna? I mean, are you gonna tear the place down? If so, I'd like to see that
Yeah, we're
just for
going to
my own.
we are going to tear it down.
Is it going to be like a specific demolition date?
So we'll say you get that, and over the course of the next couple months, they get all that destroyed. I mean, they just tear the entire building down and put like a community garden there instead. We'll do a couple of
Put a garden maze in.
right. We'll do a couple of what do they call those? The little vignettes with all of you looking at all the stuff that you've gotten when we start the next one. But you'll have plenty of time to do other things because the next the next adventure in this campaign is 20 years later.
Holy crap!
The next one, yeah, this is 95. The next one's in 2015.
Same characters.
Same
That's-
characters. So,
Jesus.
so think about how old your character is going to be. I think you're mostly going to be in your 60s.
Oh
50s
man,
or
let's
60s.
see.
So
Yeah,
am
I'll
I
be
still
50
gonna
years
play
old.
Graham next time?
Yeah, you're going to be sticking with Graham. Yep.
Okay.
I'll be
That
50
note.
years old next time. Jeez Louise.
My guy will be 64.
Yeah.
Movie It, but we're all older than they were in that one.
Yeah.
A bunch of geriatrics.
Hey, you know who won't be a day older? Kurt.
Jeez.
Oh, Kurt is dead.
All right. So, what did y'all think about the night floors?
I'm really
I,
curious what we didn't find.
I didn't think we were ever gonna make it out.
There was a lot y'all missed, but I mean that's kind
Yeah,
of the
I'm-
nature of it.
Surprised
was-
we made it out at all.
Yeah, it was really confusing for me.
Good. It's supposed to be confusing.
Yeah, if there was a trick to making it out, we definitely did not figure that out. I mean, if
We
it's
got
just
lucky.
if it's just the adventure says you're gonna make it out, then
No,
that's one thing.
no. John came the closest to figuring it out.
Was following the symbol.
Well, so like he was saying, I'm looking for this bottle and things like that. If you notice, like things he was saying started to kind of happen.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So yeah,
but
his
they
character-
expected us up the stairs and not from. So that's kind of weird
yeah. That was weird.
that the play didn't work out.
So can you tell us what was really going on?
No,
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 it's
because there's
Part of
3
the next
more.
adventure.
Yeah, there's 3 more.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you found out that Abigail is still alive. She's just moved up to the 6th floor.
Which may or may not be there anymore once the building's destroyed. Who knows?
Right.
There may be other ways to get there.
There's a yeah, we'll probably do like an in-between adventures session where you just have 20 years to learn all this wonderful stuff from all these books you found and from studying these plants and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be digging in. Me and the librarian, man, we're gonna be digging into this stuff.
Yeah, that's going to be good information for his new
I got what
cult.
was his name?
His name is Zachary Pratt.
Me and Zach Pratt.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Zach Pratt. We're gonna be looking into it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hope y'all had
For
fun.
shizzle.
Ben, this was somewhat unusual for a Delta Green adventure. I think the other guys would say that as well.
Yeah. And that nothing jumped out and ate our faces.
Right.
That'd be
There were several opportunities to get attacked in a homicidal manner, and you managed to just kind of slide right past those without it happening. It was interesting.
The only death that occurred was falling down a
Yeah.
Elevator shaft.
fucking elevator shaft.
Yeah. Yeah, there were several other deadly encounters that could occur, but you guys made it past those.
Yay.
So.
Yeah, my fear was getting like humped to death by life-size marionettes.
You were determined not to go in there. That was funny. There's just a fat stack of cash.
Yeah, did not want that to happen.
Which I have now.
You had, you were carrying the bag, weren't you?
We're splitting.
They were just gonna
that.
leave it, so I just took it. You guys were gonna leave it. That's mine.
Baumgartner had a stack of 10 grand in his pocket. So there's that.
I did
Oh,
have
did
2
he?
in my pocket.
Yeah. He said, "I'll just take one stack and keep it so I can look at it later." That was good. Well, yeah. So, so y'all like it?
That's pretty
You
funny.
want to do the other 3 eventually?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got to get to the bottom of it, but
Yeah.
I will tell you, it's
Will die.
confusing.
I think you'll be more confused and then less confused during the second one. The third and fourth ones, you'll know exactly what's going on, but you'll wish it wasn't. That's my prediction.
Nice.
Yeah. That's
Alright.
definitely what I predict
Yeah.
anyway. Especially by the fourth one.
Alright.
You'll be like, why is this happening?
Yeah, I'm fairly certain Moses won't have any sanity left. He didn't lose like hardly any at all the last 2 or 3 sessions, and then this session I lost like 10.
Oh gosh. You said you were right on the verge of a break point, right?
I'm 1 point away.
Oh, well, see, you can, you'll have 20 years to gain sanity back. Delta Green seems
Right.
oddly averse to putting you guys out on another mission for a while after this one.
Right. That's
All the
funny.
twitching.
Could be.
Oh, Billy, his screaming and showing up in random delicatessens over 20-year period.
He probably goes to that same delicatessen once a week and just like looks out across the street at the empty lot.
I definitely do.
Nice.
All right, gentlemen. Well, I'm going to log off. Thanks, Danny, for walking us through that weird adventure.
Hey, no problem. I'm looking forward to doing the other ones. So we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to Protectors of Eld and finish the adventure we're on there, and then we're gonna do at least one shot in Savage Worlds for sci-fi.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Alright.
awesome.
Well, bye, Craig.
Bye,
Yeah.
Craig.
Craig.